To the Coco Show, the entertaining Coco Show. Brought to you by YouTube. Proudly presented by Coco.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Coco Show, Channel Boy 12. Today, it's Valentine's Day, and it's a special day for loved ones, spouse, or just friends, People often ask me, I don't have a Valentine, I'll be lonely on Valentine's Day. That's not true. If you have a friend, and you're close to that friend, I don't mean like, in a relationship, I mean like a close friend that you go to school with, and you could trust that person if anything happens, you guys are having a bad day, you can count on that friend. That is a Valentine. Valentine's Day is not all about lovers and, making out or something like that. It's not all about that. It means you love that person for what he's done or she's done during the year. And that's what the most important thing in people's lives as if today. We should be thankful that whoever invented this holiday brought us to a joyful time where we could just have fun on that day and just express our love for each other. So I have two articles, but I'm not going to read the Wikipedia one because it's actually quite confusing. I'm just going to go through the details just to explain to you guys what's in that article. But I am going to read this article, I should say this story, on how Valentine's Day got started. And it goes like this. Let me introduce myself. My name is Valentine. I live in Rome during the 3rd century. That was long, long ago. At that time, Rome was ruled by an emperor named Claudius. I didn't like the emperor Claudius, and I wasn't the only one. A lot of people shared my feelings. Claudius wanted to have a big army. He expected men to volunteer to join. Many men just did not want to fight in wars. They did not want to leave their wives and families. As you might have guessed, not many men signed up. This made Claudius furious. So what happened? He had a crazy idea. He thought that if men were not married, they would not mind joining the army. So Claudius decided not to allow any more marriage. Young people thought this new law was cruel. I thought it was prosperous. I certainly wasn't going to support the law. So in the first paragraph, we're talking about the emperor, Claudius. I don't know if I said it right, but and there's another person named Valentine, and he doesn't have the right feelings for this emperor because he sometimes make the laws very complicated where people don't really want to be in that surrounding area. So this Claudius had a dream of having this army. And men didn't want that. Back then, men was supporting their wives and families. That's pretty much it. They didn't want to go to war because they did not want to put their families at risk. But the thing is, Claudius and made him furious to know that no men wanted to join this army. So what he did is he made a new law where young men can't get married. And that made everyone very mad. And it was a cruel law to them. And the thing is, this person, Valentine, I don't know if it's a he or she, but whoever it is, he didn't want to support the law because he was against everything that Emperor Claudius was for. So I'm going to read the second paragraph, and let's just hope the story actually ends up pretty good. Did I mention that I was a priest? One of my favorite activities was to marry couples. Even after Emperor Claudius passed his law, I kept on performing marriage ceremonies. Secretly, of course. It was a really quiet, exciting, It was a really quiet and exciting. Imagine a small candlelight room with only the bride and the groom and myself. We would whisper the words of the ceremony. Listen all the while for the steps of soldiers. So, what that means is this person, Valentine, was a priest. He didn't really tell you guys about himself being a priest in the first paragraph because he was just introducing himself and in the law and the emperor. But the second paragraph, it shows that he's a priest, and his favorite activity was to marry young couples. And today, the thing is, you don't need to be secret. You can just go to a 24-hour chapel and just get married there. But now, back then, you had to be secret because this new law just passed. They didn't want no one to get married. So, in the second paragraph, actually explains, the whole purpose of the Valentines, and that he went beyond the law and just broke the law totally, just to enjoy his favorite activity, and that's marrying young couples. To me, in my eye, I think it's cool. I think it's right, because, something, no one should be forced not to get married if they're really truly in love, If you're truly in love, why should anyone stop you from doing what you like to do, you want to do? So, what did Valentine do? Kept marrying people, under secret. But the thing is, it was actually quite interesting because he did it quietly. So he whispered the words instead of always, screaming out where people can hear him. But he did a great thing, and I'm gonna give him a real class clap, because something for him to do this in today's world, in today's century, man, people would call him ballsy, because he has a set of them to do all this, breaking the law. The third paragraph, it said, "One night, we did not hear footsteps. It was scary. Thank goodness the couple I was marrying escaped in time. I was caught. Not quite as light on my feet as I used to be, I guess. I was thrown in jail and told that my punishment was death." So the third paragraph, it really shows you what Valentine really did. He broke the law, but he kept doing what he loves to do, and that's to marry people. And that's what really is important to everyone. He was punished for his action, but he kept doing what he liked to do. That's one thing that people can't understand today, because some people, if someone tells me there's a new law and says I can't make videos, well, some people would say, I'm not going to make no videos. But one day I say, hell with that, screw with that. I want to still make videos. So I make videos, and I go beyond the law. And that's what Valentine did. He kept doing what he loves to do. And I like doing videos, so why should I follow a law where I know it's not a great and, it's not a super good law? I mean, it's a cruel law where it stops you from doing what you like to do. And that's what Valentine did, and, I'm congratulating him that. Even though it was death, but it doesn't really matter, because it says his punishment was death. He was still in jail, and at the fourth paragraph, I'm going to keep this as a secret. Tonight, I will make another video on this, so stay tuned.